Hey, are you guys thinking of buying a house? Don't. Please don't. So, what I would suggest you to do is not buy a house, especially if you're young, if you're a millennial, if you're from the age of 18 to 35, don't buy a house. It is the worst investments that you can make in your life. It will be one of the biggest investments that you will make, but it should not be now. So, in this video, I'm going to explain why you should not buy a house. Okay, guys, so buying a house comes with a lot of expenses. You are probably, let's say you just finished university, you're already in debt, and you got a job, you start working, and now after a year or 2 years, you've been able to save up some money. Let's say you saved up about $20,000. Now, you've never had this before, you're looking to either, purchase a house or continue paying rent, and you want to know what's the best option for you, right? Look, if you're just a university student and you just finished university and you have saved money, the best option for you right now is to stay and keep paying rent. And the reason I say that is because you can take that 20,000 and you can allow it to grow. You can make that 20,000 into 50,000, into 100,000, right? You can learn about investing. You can think about and learn strategies in different areas where you can invest, right? You're young, you're healthy, you're motivated, you have room to make mistakes, and small mistakes, right? Like if you lose $100, $200, it's not a big deal, right? But if you lose $20,000, that's a really big deal. And you can't afford to lose that much money because the more money you have, the more choices you have. So you're able to go to different places, you can try different things. If you were to just take the money, put it into a house, you don't give your money to the opportunity to grow. You don't let it, help you build your lifestyle. You just put it into one area and then it's stuck there for the next 30 years, right? If you weren't looking to move around and you knew exactly where you wanted to live, then maybe, purchasing a house would be a good option at that point, right? If you want to live in the same house for like maybe the next 30 years, and you have money saved up to pay up all the expenses, then, like I said, a house would be a good option. So let's go and cover some of the things that, a house does make it, a good idea to purchase and stay in there, right? Look, me personally, I would say is like, look, basically I have the option of staying in a house, purchasing a house or renting out. And this is how I make my decision. But first I want to cover like what are the benefits of staying in a house, right? You have your own privacy. You don't have to share anything with someone. You have your own space. You can park, instead of parking on the street, you can park in your own private driveway. You don't have to complain or worry about your neighbors because you're further away from them. And so, you have your own timing in terms of like when you can invite friends over, when they leave, right? You have that convenience. If you have kids, they're running around the house, you're not bothering anyone, right? So it is a convenience. Also, you have your own backyard, so you don't have to go to like a park that's far away, or maybe it's not open, or maybe it's not clean. At least you have your backyard. You can, if you have kids, like I said, it's a really good option. You can play in the backyard with them. You can play some sports. You can set up some slides. It's a really good option. Also, you can decorate, your space, your house, in terms of like if you wanted to have some type of landscape, some flowers, some vegetation. If you wanted to actually grow some vegetables in the backyard, you have that option as well. So that's pretty cool, right? You have so many activities that you can do. And so, these activities are actually possible. Like if you were working and then you had like time off on the weekend that you wanted to do this, it's a good option. But if you're working 9 to 5, right? When you come home, it's gonna be dark. You won't really have time to actually work on your vegetables. And if you're a busy person, doing all these activities could be actually a burden, right? Like when you come home late, the last thing you want to do is clean your driveway. The last thing you want to do is pick up the leaves. The last thing you want to do is pay attention to how your grass is looking. right? So it's not convenient if you are young and you want to accumulate wealth. This just takes more time. So it takes more time and it takes a lot of money too, right? You have to pay for all these services. If you don't want to do it, you want someone else to do it, right? You have to pay for cleaning your snow. You have to pay for someone to cut your grass, cut your bushes around your house. You have to pay for someone to pick up the branches. You have to pay someone to cut the grass. You have to pay someone, to make sure the front of the house, there's salt thrown on and rocks thrown on so that you can walk in the wintertime, right? You have to pay for all these services. There's also like earthquakes and floods and fires and all this is covered under insurance. So you have to get that, and then you have to deal with the banks. You have to deal with like getting approved with credit and interest and all this stuff, right? There's so many steps involved. So it's not just the mortgage payment that you need to worry about, right? Also, the government comes in too, right? You have to pay taxes to the government. So it's a lot of work, right? And if you're an older person, like over 50 years old, and you're looking to retire, you're looking to have your own privacy, you're not looking to get pushed around. If you have the money already, like if you have 500K and you're looking to port towards a house, so that you don't have to worry about the banks or all these payments or all these services. You just want to pay it once to get rid of all these headaches. Then I would assume that it would be a good option. But if you're young, healthy like me, and you want to actually grow your wealth, well then renting is a really good option. Why? It's because you can take that money and you can put it into different investments, which can allow your investments to grow. So you can take your investments, you can make them grow in stocks, you can make them grow in real estate. And how can you, so this actually might not make sense, right? How can you live on rent and then invest in real estate and get money? So what I suggested, if you get money, if you're able to save, take that money, buy a property, but not to live, to get it rented out. So you live off the rental income, right? You buy your first property, you're getting rental income. Now you can take that rental income and you can implement it into your life. You can use it, right? You have more choices. So now you're getting income from your job. Now also you're getting income from your rental property. So now you have two sources of income. Let's say you save more money. You can buy a third property, right? You have another additional source of income. Or you buy stocks, right? Stocks also pay you per month, but they also appreciate, as long as they're growing every month, every year, you're able to get more value out of them, and then you can take it out and then use it, like I did, right? I invested in stocks, and after a couple of years, they grew, and then I took a portion of it and I used it to pay off my student loan. And then I also sold, my stocks to buy this laptop here that you see. It's a brand new Mac that I bought in 2020. I did not pay for it. I just used the profits from my stocks investments that gave me a free laptop. So I didn't have to work for this, right? I made an initial investment, and that investment grew over time because I believed in the company. I did my work initially by researching the company, investing in it, and then I let that company grow. So I became, a part owner of the company when I invest in stocks, and I let the company grow. And the company, when they grew, I got a reward. The value of the stock increased. I purchased a free laptop. That built my lifestyle, right? I didn't have to work for it. I didn't have to get up in the mornings. I didn't have to drive to traffic. Same way as real estate, right? Like when you purchase the real estate, it gives you money every month, and you can use it towards your lifestyle. So if you're looking to build income, and use it for your lifestyle, renting would be the best option. The downside with renting obviously is like, you don't have your own privacy, you have neighbors next to you. But look, if you're living in a condo building, it might be a better option, right? If you live a busy life and you don't want to park on the street, you can get indoor parking. You never have to clean snow. You never have to worry about the driveway, whether it's being clean or not, right? Because the condo building property owners, they're going to do it for you. You never have to worry about cutting the grass. You never have to worry about picking up the leaves, trimming the bushes, or picking up the branches, or worrying about, having squirrels, going underneath your car, or cats, is hiding underneath your car and then you like bumping them or anything. You don't have to worry about that. And so, renting is a really good option. Also, if you want to increase your income, right? You can focus on working at a job, and you can focus on building your investments while you invest the money that you're saving. So that way, the 20,000 now you're able to turn it into 50,000 to 100,000, and you can use that when you need to, right? You're not obligated to use the money if you just saved it up, right? Right? Some people think that because they have money, they've never had it before, they need to like put it somewhere, right? Buy an expensive thing. But the thing is, like, once you put it into an expense, it's gone. You can never reuse it. Wealthy people, they take the money that they get in savings and they reinvest it. You need to reinvest your money and only use it to build your lifestyle. And I'm not just saying as an expense. Buy something that will help you get more wealth, more money, so that you can increase and build your lifestyle when you really, really want to. For example, if you want to buy a car, right? You can work a 9-to-5 job and you can earn money, and then you can put it onto a car, right? But the money that you got from your job, now it's gone. You can never get that money back. What I would suggest you to do is, when you get money from your job, take it, invest it, let it grow. Let's say you save $10,000 from your job in 1 year. That $10,000, you made it into $20,000, right? So you make it into $20,000. Then at that point, if you're willing to maybe get a car, you can buy a car for $10,000. But you had $20,000, you spend $10,000 on a car, you still have another $10,000 left, right? You didn't have to work for that. That grew because of your investments. So always, 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 if you're young, if you're healthy, if you're motivated, and if you are looking to build your lifestyle, first build your income. When you've built your income, then you can think about using it for your lifestyle. But if you haven't built your income, if you only have one source of income, then it's going to be very hard for you in the future, because you're always going to be working to get money. You won't have any leverage and that you can use to accumulate wealth with you not being there. One of the best sources of income is like to be able to get income while you're not even working, while you're not there. So it's always good to have your job as a source of income, and then have a side income that you don't have to be there, but you're still getting a monthly pay. So once again, if you're young, if you're healthy, and if you want to build your lifestyle, build your income first. So I hope that helped you guys. I hope you build your income first and then you build your lifestyle. If you have any more questions about this topic, whether you should rent, whether you should buy a house, please let me know in the comments below. If you liked what I said, please give me a thumbs up. If I encourage you to use your money to help it grow before you purchase a house, give me a thumbs up. Also, if you have any more questions about specifically a topic you want me to cover about like renting or a house, please let me know. I'll be happy to cover that. And like always, guys, thank you for watching up until this point. I hope that it's going to help you with your lifestyle, with your family, help you build your finance. And yeah, I'm excited to talk to you guys in the next video. All right, guys, so that's it for me for this one. Talk to you guys on the next one.